Well, I've been concerned about this game probably for probably about a week and a half when I looked at the schedule. And, I knew we had two emotional games coming with Georgia Southern and then with Arlington, and then I knew that we had to play a great team on a Saturday. And I knew even last night we were emotionally spent. Well, you're up so high. We had great crowds, and not knowing what the crowd would be like. Although I thought the crowd really helped us at the end, I really did. I thought it got loud in there, but it was a dogfight. Two teams trying to stay in second place, and it was an absolute dogfight. And I thought that was championship basketball. Two great defensive teams. I think both of us are 1 and 2 in the conference in defense. Both of us, I believe, in the top 20 field goal percentage defense. That was just a flat out dogfight, and proud of our kids because I knew we were exhausted. We were really exhausted, more mentally than physically. From all the stuff that we had to go through. So good win. I think that's going to bode well for us down the stretch. Questions?
About the mental exhaustion, and then DeMarcus, number 1, league number 2 in the conference in minutes played.
Yeah.
Any concern at all going into February about the fatigue of the team?
No, we've done this before. I think when we had Harold and Hunter here, I think they both played about 38, 39 minutes. And so what's important is what we do during the week. We want to make sure that they're ready for Thursday and Saturday. And what the most important thing is what we do during the week. And so we don't practice as much. We do more mental stuff, shots. And so, those guys are going to play. I mean, if we're going to win a championship, I'm going to ride my horses their entire way. And then we can spell them, we get a chance. Hopefully we can get a game, we can get a big lead. I can get these guys out. But they're all been kind of like this lately.
Coach, how concerned were you with that free throw shooting up until Simons hit those 4?
Well, not much because neither team got 10 free throws. I don't know if I've been in a game before where neither, as physical as that game was, and we shot 9 and they shot 8. And so, so I wasn't as concerned because no one was getting there. Down the stretch, I don't get concerned about our guys. I got guys that'll make shots that we get the ball in the right hands, and so I wasn't concerned about that. I was just, again, free throws was not an issue in this game for either team.
Turnovers were particularly an issue.
Yeah.
How much of that's something they were doing? How much of fatigue?
Very good question. I mean, that's one of the things that I've been very pleased with. We've been one of the best teams in the country at this turnover ratio, and we don't turn the ball over. And we had 10 turnovers in the first half. We haven't had 10 turnovers. We don't usually get that in a game. And we spent all – I'm talking about that. But I thought it was mental, but it's also them. They're a great defensive team. They force you into making some bad decisions, and so so some of that was us, but some of it was just mental fatigue. DeMarcus throwing it out, he was just he's been on this such high playing that at some point you get up here, you got to come back down a little bit. So I thought mentally, especially the first, really in my opinion, probably the first 27, 28 minutes of the game, it's just what he's so good. He took the game over when we needed him to.
You only 2 for 16 on 3-pointers. Talk about defense and getting out and attacking the team.
Well, people don't like to give us credit, but we're a pretty damn good defensive team. And I know they get a lot of credit, and they are good defensively. But if you look at our defensive numbers, I mean, this isn't just tonight. We're a really good defensive team. We're one of the best in the country. We just do it in a different way. And so people don't like to talk about that, but I'm going to talk about it. We're a great defensive team. We're proud of it. We want to be a great defensive team. And so that's what I challenged our guys with. Let's see who's the best defensive team. You're going to get two of the best in this league. Let's see how it works out. And so we challenged our kids to that, and I thought they really, really wanted to prove that they were great defensively.
Coach, it's kind of a weird game. They didn't make a 3 until, I think, 7
Yeah.
minutes left in the game. You guys didn't make a free throw until DeMarcus at the end.
Yeah.
Talk about, and then DeMarcus with the turnovers early, talk about the team's resiliency to be able to grind out.
Yeah, you just used a perfect word. It was a grind, and I told him at halftime it was going to be a grind, that it was going to be a fight. There wasn't much X and O in the timeouts because it was. I saw Coach Elliott standing on the side, and I threw my hands up like, we need some of those pads, man. I need some. Where's the offensive lineman? I mean, it was a fight inside there. I mean, trying to block out, and so it was a very physical basketball game. That's what I'm proud about is that if you take our 3 games in here from Georgia Southern, Arlington, and they were all 3 different styles. And we can play any style that you want us to play, and we were able to win. And that's what I like. But what's consistent about the 3 styles, not one of those teams shot 40% from the field. Not one of them. And 2 of them are really good offensive teams. And so, again, at the end of the day, for us to win a championship, it's going to be about our defense. And as I tell them, trust the process. We got a long way to go. Trust the process, and let's see what happens in that last week of the season.
Coach, how do you think with this homestand being as successful as it was, how do you think that will affect the team going forward?
Well, hopefully, one I know is that we're a confident basketball team. But we said before that we knew these 3 games here, we had to sweep this. For us to have a chance to win a championship, we had to win all 3 of these games. It was a must-win. And so, and then I thought this game here, I thought the winner of this game, for the most part, would guarantee itself kind of a bye. The way the schedule's kind of set up, that's why this was really important in that regard. So they keeps us a chance to win a championship, and you want to make sure now we're getting into February, we start looking at positioning. You want to have a bye when you get to the tournament. I thought that's what this game kind of set up for.
Jeff Thomas gave you 14 points and 8 rebounds.
Yeah.
Some of his performance. We're talking about DeMarcus.
Yeah.
All his points. Talk about Jeff and just how he's played this homestand for you.
You don't win this game tonight without Jeff. I thought Jeff had some toughness. I've been on Jeff the last couple of games. I think he had 1 rebound in the last 27 games, and so and that was a joke. But but we've been on him about rebounding, and I thought he came up with 8 big rebounds. I thought when DeMarcus wasn't scoring, he was able to score. That was really, really important. I thought Jeff was really good today, and that's what's great about these guys. Devin's in a little slump right now. He'll come out of it, but you got Jeff or Zeke. We got enough guys that somebody's going to be able to get this done. We knew this wasn't going to be a high-scoring game anyway, and so for Jeff to be able to get those 14 points, that was big.
You talk about mental preparation and challenging your guys mentally. Do you feel like the coaching style is setting you up for success for this run?
Yeah, I really do. I go back to a few years ago when we won a championship. We won it because we were good defensively. When you get in a conference tournament, usually the best defensive teams are going to get yourself to the championship. You got to be good for 3 straight days. And so I love the mental makeup, and we know we can go out and we can play 3 days if we need to win a championship. There's only going to be one team in the Sun Belt that's going to go to the NCAA tournament, and our goal is to let it be the best defensive team, because the best defensive team will give you a chance to win in the NCAA tournament.
Coach, I imagine that focus over the next few days will be maintaining the intensity from this homestand. Obviously, got off conference play, lost 2 games on the road against teams that now are in the lower half of the league. That's what's coming up. Is maintaining that intensity for these next 2 games key for you guys?
Yeah, that's what I meant by the process. I don't think we win this game. Earlier in the year, we would play to the level of our competition sometimes. But sometimes you have to lose some games to be able to be really good. And we had some setbacks early. If we didn't have those setbacks early, I think we lose some of these conference games, to be honest with you. That's what I always talk about the process. We've been through this before. We now we're able to extend leads. We can extend winning streaks because we've been through this. Before early, we would get happy. We wouldn't win. We play bad. We go back and forth. Now we've done this. We've been consistent with it. So, the rest of the next couple of weeks is about me. I've got to make sure that they're rested and mentally ready to play. I got to make sure they're mentally, and that we don't have the 5-6 hour practices and those things. We're not doing that anyway. But it's important how much our preparation, what we do. I think you use that word. The preparation that we use will dictate how we'll play next week.
Coach, how do you balance trying to fight for a championship and giving your guys enough rest?
Well, it's at the end of the day, you are who you are. Every team in the country at this particular time, you're not changing anything in practice. Your guys who your team is who they are. You can tweak a little bit here and there, but right now I've got a confident basketball team that's winning games, and so what I would, don't mess it up. Keep them ready to play. Keep them fresh mentally and physically. That's what my job is right now.
Now, how do you do that?
By playing music, dancing, having a cocktail every night at 7:30. No. I don't know, man. You just I've been doing this a long time. I'm not gonna give away all my tricks right now, man. I can't do that. But we got it. I got a good staff, and we got good kids, and they'll be ready.